getting women in the mainstream of manufacturing, there have to be policies related to the working hours for women. There need to be maybe a separate transportation for them, and
Right.
we definitely have put some in place now. But
Wonderful.
that is what is very important for their safety and their well-being.
So, good morning, everyone. A warm welcome for the celebration of Women's Day. I talk to you on behalf of Vishwakarma Institute of Technology, VIT, one of the leading engineering colleges in India. It's a proud moment for us because we celebrate 40 years of excellence, and we also celebrate Saksham Centre of Women Empowerment, which is working towards education of women, women rights, awareness, and towards gender equality. This celebration is very, very important, and we thought that we should bring forward women in the engineering space, manufacturing space, who have managed to break the glass ceiling. As you are aware, there is a very limited women representation in the leadership space, in the manufacturing engineering space. And we bring forth to you women who have managed to change the narrative for us and have done something very, very significant. And I'm hoping that this conversation is going to inspire many women not only to enter the engineering space, but also grow up the leadership ladder. One such person whom I have personally admired, I have seen her journey, and I have learned from her is Dr. Suhasini Shah. So, Dr. Suhasini Shah, really happy to have you on board for this conversation. It's not really an interview, it's more of a conversation to learn from your journey and to see what we can adopt to make sure that the industry has a better representation of women. A warm, warm welcome and a happy Women's Day to you.
Thank you so much, Mayuri. Thank you very much. First of all,
Yes.
let me congratulate VIT for completing 40 years of a successful journey in imparting education, and also the Saksham Cell. I'm sure they will do wonders with a lot of women benefiting from this initiative. And
Right.
it's wonderful talking to you. Happy
Right,
Women.
right. Happy Women's Day to you too. You have a very, very large profile, and it's very difficult for me to introduce you in a very just way. But I would like to do a brief introduction, and then it'll be great if you can, share personally a little bit about yourself. And
Sure.
so, just for everyone to know, Dr. Suhasini Shah is the director with Precision Camshafts Limited and is the chairperson of Precision Foundation. She has played an instrumental role in the journey of precision from a small facility manufacturing 600 camshafts to the journey today, where it is a listed multinational engineering company employing over 2,500 people and supplying camshafts, niche machine components, and complete electric drive lines to leading OEMs across the globe. Dr. Shah, I know it mustn't have been an easy journey, especially at a time where India was just about opening. So, to start with, I'd love to know from you a little bit about the company and the role that you played in this entire growth initiative. I know you've worn multiple hats whenever required, but if you
Right.
could share with us a little bit about that, it'll be great.
Oh, yes. So Precision Camshafts Limited was incorporated in the year 1992. We actually started manufacturing in 94. And my husband Yatin and I are the founders of this company. And basically, we started with, as you mentioned, 600 camshafts a month. To today, we manufacture in excess of 1 million camshafts a month in Precision Camshafts Limited. We listed in the year 2016, and then we acquired, for the inorganic growth, we acquired a few companies. One of them is Memco Engineering in Nasik, which does a lot of automotive, non-automotive, and instrumentation parts, very critical components. Then we acquired a company in Germany, and we acquired another company in Netherlands. The one in Netherlands, EMOS, is into electric mobility. And we also brought that technology to India and have been working on electric mobility in India as well. So we grew from a small facility over years to a multinational company, a true multinational company with a turnover of over 1,000 crores and employing 2,500 people all over the world.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
We supply to all the major OEMs of the world. You name any car, and probably we are supplying to camshaft to that engine. And we probably have about 9 to 10% share in the global passenger car camshaft market. So
That's really making
camshafts is
India
our
proud.
main, thank you. Camshafts is the main product, of course. Up until 2016, we were a single product company, but today, of course, we have, with the acquisitions, we have a lot more components, and we are a true engineering company, I would say. And my
Wonderful.
role, I mean, since we started very small in the initial days till we got the right people, I handled various things like the legal and secretarial work, accounts, then, taxation, computerization. I was heading the ERP implementation in the company, the ERP solution initially. And also as a medical officer, being a doctor, I used to take care, sit in the occupational health center at the shift change time, and I used to look after my people and their families. Today, of course, with the large number, I have a full-time medical officer on board. But yeah, I
Right.
still have people still have access to me if they want to go to a specialist for anything, or they want to come to my hospital. I mean, they have access to me as a doctor as well. So
Interesting.
today, through all this, we have grown, and the team has grown. And today, I restrict my role to probably taxation and CSR, which is something very close to my heart. I like to work with people. So, uh,
Correct. And
yeah,
that brings me to this because you have worn multiple hats, of course, and I think women struggle with, managing the family part of it. You ran a very, very successful hospital in Sholapur. You have done a lot of foundation work where you continue to promote art, culture, various health initiatives, work for children. Of course, the foundation does a lot. So, what I want to ask you is that was it easy for you to shift into the engineering or the accounts? How did you manage to upgrade that knowledge? Because these are all very specialized areas, right?
right.
Finance, and you're a gold medalist doctor. So
Yeah.
I think our people would really want to know, how did you manage so many hats? What is it that you did differently to be successful in each of these roles that you played?
Well, the shift from medicine to business was definitely very challenging, which I did in way back in 1988. I mean, after I got married to Yathin and I came into a business family, I came from a family of doctors, and I
Right.
came to a business family where they wouldn't understand what I am doing as an ophthalmologist, and they wouldn't understand. What they didn't understand was Yathin, when Yathin said he did a wage agreement for some 400 workers who were there
Right.
in his father's business at that time.
Right.
Obviously, he couldn't become a doctor, but I could
Right.
join him in business, and that
Right.
decision was really, really challenging. But I believe in continuous learning. I mean, lifetime of learning, because you keep learning and you keep growing. So when I joined him in business, and I realized that I need to have some knowledge in this particular field or area. I mean, I've read a lot of books on foundry technology, and I've seen the processes very closely. I've attended foundry congresses with Yatin, so I understand.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't go into much details engineering learning, but on the floor, I have done a lot of learning in terms of engineering and what happens on the workshop. And
Right.
then I decided to study law, because that was one field that was very essential for running a business. And I
Right.
did law, and I did specialize in taxation and labor laws. So
Okay.
that was another addition. Then I did a course in finance, which was a correspondence course. But I never got that degree because I had written everything and I lost my bag and everything was gone, and I couldn't get the same books and didn't have the energy to write the same papers again. But anyway, I
Right.
got the knowledge, which was more important.
Which was more important?
Yeah,
Yes.
which was more important. Then, of course, I did a few courses, executive education programs at the IIM, Ahmedabad, for
Okay.
general management. Since I manage my parents' hospital, it's a 50-bedded hospital, super specialty. So I also did a course in hospital management. So basically,
Right.
I believe in keeping your knowledge updated all the time. There is so much to learn in this. One lifetime is really not enough.
It's not
Uh,
enough.
yes, but a lifelong learning is what I really believe in, and that has taken me to what I'm doing today, probably with more
Right, right,
confidence.
right.
Yeah.
Dr. Shah, I think the reason why I again ask you, how do you manage that with a home, a hospital, and yet managing? The reason I ask you that is because many times I meet women and they have to make decisions of probably not focusing on their career because home comes in the way. So I think because you managed this balance so beautifully, with both your children also being very, very successful, highly educated, doing very well, would really want to understand what is that success mantra that you followed, which helped you to keep that balance.
See, I had my in-laws at home, my parents also in the same city, and
Right,
you have to believe in them. When they say that we will take care of your children when you are away, you have to, believe in them. Then also, I had a very good support system at home in terms of people working with us.
right,
But I really believe in managing time well because I would drop my children to the school and they would come back at 2 o'clock. I would come back at 5. So 2 to 5 was the only time that they were with either my parents or with my in-laws
right,
doing something on their own. But
right,
evenings, I really did took. I mean, I believe in giving quality time than just being around them for 24 hours. So in the
right,
evenings, I would take them for their sports. I would read with them whatever they wanted in terms of studies. Dinner was compulsorily together so that as a family we bonded.
right,
He was far more busier than me, so I made sure that the children should spend time with him. So we took holidays together,
right,
just the four of us, and that again helped in bonding a lot.
right.
But basically, time management. I mean, I really believe in that, and uh, time
Yes.
needs to be managed like the way you have to manage
Yes.
money. So I would give enough time and focus during work hours, and then once I go back home, I would completely. I mean, if you compartmentalize and
Right. Right.
not get work at home and not get the home issues at work.
Yes.
That is
Very, very
something
important.
that is
Yes.
really important. You don't
Yes.
mix up. Uh,
Right. I'm very keen to understand how Precision Group looks at, because it's automotive, it's a manufacturing setup. Of course, your plant is really well, it's beautiful, it's automated, it has a lot of policies that support. But would like to understand from you as a group, how do you look at hiring women?
yeah.
And how do you believe it helps the organization? And especially because you're also a part of the Precision Group board, would like to understand the thought process the group has towards hiring women.
Right. So initially, I mean, like any other manufacturing business, women are typically there in the accounts and administration areas or HR, but you
Mm.
would hardly see anybody on the shop floor.
Right.
Purely because of the legal aspect as well, because you can't put them into shifts, you can't call a woman in the second shift or the third shift. And
Mm.
that is why there is a lot of resistance in getting women on the shop floor.
Right.
Uh, but we decided to break that. And
Okay.
a few years back, we decided that we would take, when the new machine shop was built in 2016, 17, we decided that we would involve women in the machine shop, on the machines. And
Production.
we now have close to 50 women working, young ones
It's
working
wonderful.
on machines. And
Wonderful.
we see a lot of difference because, I feel they are far more focused. Their productivity also is definitely far better. I mean, there's nothing against men, but definitely women have that in them that then they work together as a team far better and more disciplined, more consistent. We can put them only in the general shift or
Right.
only in the first
Right.
shift,
Right.
but we see the difference, and therefore we do have now a lot of women in the
Right.
machine in the
Right.
machine. Yeah.
And you also have women playing some very significant roles in the organization beyond production as well, right? And I think you were
Oh,
one of the
yes.
first few companies who started with that. So
Yes.
just to hear a little bit about that as well,
We
other
have always
departments.
had a lot of women in accounts, finance, secretarial team, and in HR.
Right,
And they have always played a beautiful role.
Right,
Uh, in HR particularly, I feel women are far better than men in understanding people, because, listening to them. They're more
right,
compassionate.
right,
So that has always helped. And we have also had consultants who have been women.
right.
You being one of them, and you've seen it very closely that
Yes, yes,
you worked with
yes.
my team very closely. So,
I saw that and I was quite, amazed to see way back 10 years, 15 years back also you had women in design and development, which was
oh
something
yes,
that
oh
was
yes.
very, very rare for organizations back then. And they've grown, they've become department heads. So it's
They have become
wonderful to see
department
that as
heads.
well. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Again, not in product, not on the production line, but something related to engineering,
Right,
and we're really very proud of
right, right.
them.
So that leads me to also ask you, I don't know if it's possible for you to share, but do you believe organizations need to make some policy level changes to be able to bring in women more into the workforce? Because, like I said, manufacturing industry does not have too many pro-women policies, and we are seeing across the globe now a lot of new policies coming in place. Maybe I don't know whether you can share all of it, or maybe not on behalf of the group itself, but just your thoughts on that. What do you believe uh, should be done in that regard?
No, there are women-centric policies like probably the posh,
Right, right,
prevention of sexual
right, right,
harassment and things like that.
right,
That is very, very women-centric.
right,
But apart from that, getting women in the mainstream of manufacturing, there have to be policies related to the working hours for women. There need to be maybe a separate transportation for them, and
right.
we definitely have put some in place now, and that
Wonderful,
is what is very
wonderful.
important for their safety and their well-being.
Right, right. Dr. Shah, I would have loved to have a long conversation with you, and probably we will do that as well at a later date. But I wanted to actually just ask you if we had to define your entire life and your journey and your success, what are the three words that you would believe would resonate with yourself within that helped you in this entire journey and this super successful path? You are one of the few women recognized for the value addition you have done to your organization and also to the industry, more importantly to the society. uh, uh, Precision Group has always looked at society as a part of its responsibility. So want to know three words which people should remember you with.
I think being compassionate is I would put it as the first thing, because that has helped us grow the team, and that
Right,
also helps me when I go for my CSR activities in the field of education,
right,
healthcare, and sustainability and art and culture. Another thing is, I think, being versatile. I've handled, as you said, I've worn different hats,
right,
and have those skill sets to handle those. So
right,
being versatile and resilient.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So
And I think
there have been challenges, and I have always believed in this serenity mantra, I would say, that God grant me the serenity to accept things that I cannot change, the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to understand the difference.
wow, that's really lovely. I was going to ask you if there's one small message that you can give out to all the women who are there as a part of this industry, but I think you summed it up so beautifully. Can you repeat that once again for everyone to hear? That's really beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Yes, yes.
God, grant me the serenity to accept things that I cannot change, the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Dr. Shah. A very small interaction, but extremely inspiring. I personally learn from you each time I interact with you. And I know for a fact that all the women who are watching this today, in this few questions, got a beautiful direction to how they can actually take their life forward with a lot of balance, which you have maintained in your life, uh, constant and continuous learning, and I think taking on challenging roles, something you've never done before, you were okay with taking it ahead and then being successful at it. VIT wishes the Precision Group all the best, and we look forward to a long association with you as well as the group. A
Thank
big
you so
thank you
much.
to you and a happy Women's Day.
Thank you so much, Mayuri. It was a wonderful interacting. It was really wonderful interacting with you. And a happy Women's Day to all the viewers today. And thank you very much once again to VIT and to you.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.